Hey everybody, hope you are all doing well today. It's a Monday here in the office, so we're excited. It has been a very productive day. Hopefully you guys have all had a great Monday as well for you guys. If you guys are listening to this out there as well or catching the replay, hopefully it's been a great day for you as well. But today's topic, I really wanted to share something with with you guys out there, our coaching students, because we've got some great stuff here that we've been using. I've been testing and seeing immediate results with, and some things we've used before. But I am not sure that we've discussed some of those on here as a coaching call. So I really wanted to dive into this content tonight, whenever you or wherever you guys are located, and really dive into these things because we as We Close Notes, the Note Closers Show. I'm seeing some great things out here, and I think it's something that you guys can use. And maybe one of the things I think a lot of people think of is when we share something, they think of one thing and they don't necessarily think of using it in other ways to help their business. And so that's where I wanted to come with tonight. Now, we talked previously in the past about 10 different tools that we use, one especially was at New Media Summit a few weeks back. These are different ones that we have used recently, either discovered, been shared with, or really started spending more time on it as we've had some time to dive into that. So encourage you to take some notes tonight. Take notes as you're listening to this, you're catching the replay. And I think you will definitely enjoy what we're about to share with you guys. So let me pull this up here real fast. So I call this the 10 unique ways to market your note business. I should say new unique ways to market your note business. Depends on what you're doing or what you've used in the past. I think you're really going to enjoy this. And I'm trying something out too. I'm also live streaming this to Instagram TV to see who's paying attention there and going from there as well. Of course, we are sharing this to the private Facebook group as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy that there if you catch out as there. And so 10 unique ways to market your note business. Now, what's great about these is this is something that we've used. We continue to use these. And I think you will enjoy it because it'll save you time, money, and if not, make you some money, because it'll save you some time and resources for you. So one is, I think a lot of people forget about this. I think we get so used to having one website that we forget about the opportunity to create different landing pages. And I think this is a big value thing that you need to look at. Any type of real estate business, any type of note, debt, fix and flipping, wholesale owners, is having different landing pages. Now, what does that mean? I mean, We Close Notes is our main website, but we also have a variety of different landing pages that we have for specific things. And you can use MailChimp now. We'll link into landing pages. I know a lot of you guys are using that for your CRM. It will create a landing page for you now. Infusionsoft has incorporated this for the last year as well. But it's also really nice is that you've got two of the major ones out there that really come in handy. And that's Lead Pages, which we use a lot of. We've used Lead Pages for the different note camps, some of the virtual workshops. We've used that for webinar replays in the past, but Lead Page is pretty easy to use. And then also we use ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is a great landing page creator as well. And I know social media firms that represent clients that if they build a landing page on both Lead Pages and ClickFunnels for their clients, in case one of them goes down, one of them's updating, one of them goes down for a period, they can easily switch over and re-forward the link to it. And so I have Lead Pages. I have ClickFunnels pages. It costs you. It's not free to have, but it's a valuable thing because like I said, we use it for a variety of things. I think for you guys out there that are doing stuff, you need to have a Lead Page. Maybe it's separate from your website. Maybe it's a separate thing that you share to Facebook. You market to your social media. You post it to LinkedIn, especially when you have, maybe you're telling your story, trying to get the word out. Maybe you don't have the money to buy or to get a new website created. Lead Pages are a kind of a cheaper alternative to set something up that's simple to use. Sample case studies. I've seen this used a lot. People will share their top 3 or 4 deals and have an opt-in page for their clients. They have an opt-in page for investors. They have a separate landing page for the business for their investors. Clientele they're out at a different networking club or different travel aspect, they'll have it go there as well. Asset sales. I've seen people plug and play assets on a Lead Page or ClickFunnels landing page because it's easy to do. Education stuff, you're going to be using education on there. Evergreen webinars are great to place posts there. I mean, ClickFunnels, we use ClickFunnels for our note buying blueprint. Noteblueprint.com if you want to click on there. It houses all these videos and all these trainings for our membership area. And it's really easy to use, a little bit more robust than Lead Pages. It's got some more options than Lead Pages does, that's ClickFunnels does. But I think you need to have some different landing pages. Especially think about this. If you are networking in different states, you may want to have, if you have different vendors, you may want to have, if you do have a website, you may want to have a link that forwards them to a different landing page. If you have different assets in Ohio or Michigan that you could swap out without having to update your main website, is one way we've seen where people had 4 or 5 different landing pages. Their main website stayed pretty much the same. They just changed the link that it forwarded to them for their deals so they could swap in and swap out of stuff. Okay. So that's the thing that I would do is, I think we all, like I said, you got to have a landing page for content. You may want to do if you're going to do an event or you're doing some asset sales or special thing, you may want to create a landing page just for those deals, or as an opportunity to do that. If you're going to add education or you're going to do like a workshop or a lunch and learn or maybe a networking event, creating a sample landing page is very simple to use and allows you to maybe customize, especially Lead Page is easy to drag and drop and move things around. So if you've ever, like, you know, our Mass Media Mastermind page is a Lead Page. Our Note Camp, Boot Camp, whether it's the commercial or the actual residential stuff, have all been Lead Pages. And we've seen great hits off of that. I mean, we've seen anywhere from like just 10 people showing up for a webinar replay we've shared there, all the way to like 6,000 hits to Lead Pages, which landed us as one of the top 10 lead page landing pages in the month of October last year. So we use it. It's not very expensive for the most part. A lot of marketers are using ClickFunnels and or Lead Pages, or like I said, using both. We use both for a variety of reasons because, hey, I think Lead Pages is easier to use, but we use ClickFunnels for our coaching stuff as well. All right, that was number 10. Number 9. This is, I think, something I've heard banged in my head over and over and over again by our buddy Marcus Murphy, who works at Digital Marketer, who's also on the LinkedIn Advisory Board. And this is updating and really using your LinkedIn profile summary. Now, what we mean by that, LinkedIn is great, but did you know that you can have up to 2,000 characters, which comes out about 350, 400 words, in your summary, in your profile summary? And that's a very searchable thing on LinkedIn. LinkedIn becomes more and more searchable as people are using it to find jobs or connect with people. You'd be silly not to have that much information to use that to the max of your ability. It boosts your LinkedIn SEO because you can use it for keywords and things that you're involved with. So it's kind of like keyword prepping. You can actually, at the bottom of the section, it allows you to upload images. I've uploaded SlideShare, PowerPoint presentations that I get asked on quite a bit. You can upload videos to it as well. So if you may want to upload some of your videos or your lunch and learns or deals before, after, it's a great thing to post. Things we posted there is different events, videos, and things like that to help drive stuff in marketing. So this is completely free. That's the thing. While the number 10 may cost you something, this is completely free. That's the thing to keep in mind, is that updating your LinkedIn profile summary is completely free, and you might as well use it. You might as well max it out for up to 2,000 characters. Talk about what you're doing. Talk about what your focus is. Maybe share a little bit about you. You might want to take one of your about you videos and transcribe the video and then drop that in there and see how it works for you. I mean, 15, 20 minutes of video should give you enough, if not a lot more than what you need. And you can narrow it down and edit down there to really make it a very strong profile. But I've made some tweaks to my recent summary, and it's really helped me out to do. Relatively easy to go in and do as well. And once again, the free version of LinkedIn, it works for you. You don't need to have the advanced version to be able to update it. Okay. Number 8, this is another free thing to have, is an Amazon author page. Now, what does that have to do with anything? But like I said, it's free. And Amazon is becoming more and more a search engine, whether you like it or not, with different things that are available out there. So people are on there searching for things. So you might as well promote your business on there of some sort. Now, what I mean by this, Amazon.com, just go in there and create an author page. If you've got ebooks or videos or something like that, create you an author page. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. You can add your bio. You can add your ebooks to it. If you're a co-author on a different book that's a part of that, go ahead and post that in there as well. It allows for you to upload like 5 or 6 photos and then also a video as well. So you may want to put your About You video that we talked about putting on your LinkedIn profile. Now, what I really like about this is, yeah, I'm an author of a couple books and co-author on a couple more, but I like the fact that it allows for you to link your RSS feed to your blog. Now, I don't have a blog, but I do have a podcast, obviously, which works a lot as a blog, a vlog. All right. And so what I just simply did is I took my podcast feed. If you've got a YouTube channel with YouTube videos, you put your YouTube feed into there, and it'll upload every time you upload new content. And so every time we have an episode of the Note Close Show that goes live, it automatically uploads it straight from our RSS feed on our hosting platform. And now we have all these 500 episodes uploaded to Amazon.com. It's starting to show up in search engines. Okay. And that's the beautiful thing. If you're using some sort of on regular marketing, maybe you don't, maybe you're not writing about real estate. Maybe that's just a hobby. Maybe you're writing about something else. You would be silly not to be doing this. Okay. So once again, free. We all like that. You know what? Free. We have seen people that have started to come over. Hey, I came across you on Amazon, saw your book, ordered your book. And then I reached out to you, started listening to the podcast. I was like, whoa, that's kind of a cool thing. So I didn't know about this. I had a buddy of mine, Thomas Umstock, tell me at a podcast marketing mastermind event a year ago, actually, over a year ago. And I immediately did it, and I've shared with a few people, but I haven't shared it here with you guys and gals out there. So I think it's a valuable thing for you to do if you've got a book. If you don't have a book, it's pretty easy to write a book. Take it, do a couple webinars, transcribe it, and go from there. Okay. Next one. Instagram Live. This is something that I think a lot of people forget about. God knows that I do, but I'm actually doing an Instagram Live tonight. They're not seeing the actual slides, but they're just seeing my big mug of a head. All right. Now, Instagram Live, I think one of the most powerful thing that everybody could do is you could create your own kind of mini summit. All right. Very easy to do. And it's so easy I forget about it sometimes, but it's effective, especially if you got a pretty responsive audience. And then you're also, you can do up to a 16-minute video on Instagram Live and also bring others on. And so my buddy Adam Schäuble from the Million Pound Mission and Casting the Pod shared this with me, and I thought it was brilliant because what he does is he'll bring on in an hour time 3 other people besides him, and he'll have them on 15 minutes each, and they talk about, he's in the fitness industry, so he talk about something, work out, or he brings on different podcasters, and they kind of share the podcast and doing a preview to it being released or a post view once it's released to share people to drive to it. But the great thing is he'll bring on him plus 3 others in an hour period of time, gives the other 3 people 15 minutes. So he starts off 5 or 10 minutes, 15, and then 15, and then 15. And then he's got 5 or 10 minutes in the back end to wrap it up. Now, you can only have one person on with you at the time, so he's got to make sure that these other people are scheduled to come on. They've also got to be following him, and they also have to request to be on live on here. And they must follow you. So that's the one thing if you're going to be doing this. People, hey, make sure you go and follow me. And so when I go live here, I can see it pop up, and you can ask to join. I think if you guys follow me, you could ask to join this and be live on this as well, okay? Now, the nice thing is when I go live, it alerts all my couple thousand followers that I'm live. If somebody jumps on, and they're live on my little mini summit, they'll share that they're going live across their database too. So it's a great way to kind of draft off each other's aspect. If you bring on 3 people, you just drafted on 3 people's lists, and it's a really kind of cool thing. So it allows for you to connect with viewers. You can always see who's viewed it or hasn't viewed it, and so a great way to go back after you're done and connect with viewers, especially if you're doing a mini summit on real estate or note investing, or maybe you're at an expo and you don't want to have a ton of content, but maybe it's really nice you can do an Instagram Live with somebody, sit in a quiet spot, maybe up in your hotel rooms and doing this live directly back and forth with each other to really engage it. So it's really nice. I found a great kind of a basic here. This image shows on the very far left hand, you see this one lady, Emily Zhang, is starting a live. Somebody sent a request to be in Emily Zhang's live video. And so it popped up where she clicked on it, and then he came live on her live stream. And basically it's a split camera there, usually 50-50, or you'll see yours in a smaller screen and the person you have on in a bigger screen, or vice versa. It'll split the screen, which is pretty cool. But this is a cool tool. I don't think anybody's using enough of it, and we're going to be using more of this, obviously, in our note investing base, especially. One of the things that we're thinking about doing specifically as we're sharing and selling assets off, having the realtor, having the title, you can almost kind of have your vendors get on there if they're on Instagram and share a little bit about what's going on a specific deal. So just like we're doing this coaching call on Monday night, it's a possibility you could bring on and do some 3 mini one-on-one with some students if you wanted to. If you want to do a live coaching, that's what what Adam does mostly with his stuff. He does a live coaching call on Tuesday nights at 8:00 Eastern. Brings on 3 people in an hour, coaches them through something, and then that's his thing, and then he shares it to his story to save it. So kind of a cool tool. Now, number 6 is Calendly.com. As we talked about a lot of the times, it's not you have to be a master of your schedule. If you don't respect your calendar, nobody else will respect it for you. So the thing that you got to keep in mind is I really have enjoyed Calendly.com. We use it for a variety of things, from not only booking one-on-one calls with me, but also booking scheduled speakers for our Wednesday night podcasting thing. We also use it for Night in America on Monday nights as well. I use it for block for either I'm going to have a guest on, or if I have people that want to speak with me throughout the day, I have 2 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon. This way they can connect it with me and I can collect information from them. The Calendly is pretty inexpensive, but I love it the most. It really, once I started using this, has really helped me control my schedule. I time block my calls for investors anywhere from 15 to 60 minutes, depends on which category. I can take my link or my thing and text it to people, get them to opt in if we're exchanging back and forth. But it's nice because I can collect info of people who have reached out to or scheduled with it in all in one spot. I don't go hunting, pecking, or trying to find stuff online. Specifically, what I like doing is when I use the podcast, is I'll ask more questions on that link than I do in others. But I collect their phone, their email, if they have a social handle they would prefer to use, or a focus of the call. I'll give an option. So it's really kind of nice because you can change the questions asked and make it complicated, make it very simple. It auto-populates name, email, phone number. But I like to add a little bit extra so that way it makes it easy. So especially with our podcast, and I like their headshots, I collect their bios, their preferred social media handles, and then any other links that they're promoting during my podcast or during the episode that we're talking about, or if they have a website I can go to look about their business. So we use it for a variety of reasons. It comes in really, really handy, and I absolutely love it. And I'll share how we're using it a little bit more on something else here in just a second. So the 5th tool, as we're getting to the top 5 now, is a new service we've been just started using as a substitute for what we do mainline with our Mobit account. Now, if you text notes to 72000, many of you have opted into that. That's our Mobit service. But what happens when you go out and you're meeting new people, collecting business cards, but maybe they don't have an email address. Maybe you've got a list of people that attended, but you didn't get their email address. You just got their phone numbers, which is kind of frustrating. I've had this happen recently at a couple groups that I've gone to. So when I'm going out networking and I just get their list of emails or phone numbers, I'm like, damn it all. So I went and found a pretty cheap alternative to be able to reach out and test drive it. And it's been worked out. And it's easy texting, easytexting.com. You usually get 200 free text messages when you first sign up for it, which you can go through pretty fast. But this allows for you to upload a list. You guys have heard me talk about Slide Dial and Slide Broadcast. This is a kind of a similar service, but for text messaging. Now, for $49 a month, you're going to get up to 1,000 text messages. I think it's pretty appropriate for most people. One keyword, and you upload the list. You upload their first name, last name, email, cell phone number, so you can maximize it. And I think it's great for a new list because then you can then send out a text message if the emails or the text message bounce back. You know who's clean. You can direct people to your calendar link. This is one thing that I did is I got a list of 268 people that we've networked with in the last 2 weeks from different events I've gone to. I sent out mass things, said, hey, just want to remind you this is what I do. I'd love to visit with you one-on-one if you're interested. Here's a link to my calendar. Let's talk. And I also included a link to a little short video, about a 1-minute video, which had my face and smiles on it, okay? Well, we ended up getting an 85% received. And out of those, I had immediately 12 people respond back and schedule time with me this week to talk about, real estate and deals like this. It's also got some other cool tools that you can use to help you with some great opt-ins and other things like that. I like the mass uploading of phone numbers because I think a lot of people, we upload emails to our database, but if we don't get emails, then we're kind of SOL. So what I've done is, like I said, upload the phone numbers, get them to opt into something, and that's why I'm grabbing their emails. Like, schedule with me on Calendly. Now I've got their email address besides just their cell phone number. I can send a send message. I could customize it if I have their first name and last names. I could, customize it to Joel and Fernando and Laura and anybody else out there as well. So that's kind of a cool thing to do. I know that some people have used some other text message note investors are using. They get the cell phone numbers of their lenders or their borrowers, and they send a text reminder, hey, rent is due. So you're seeing more and more of that on the business space, which is great. Number 4 is something that we use just about every month for some sort of reason. And it's a really nice data collection, being a little bit more advanced than Calendly. It's a SurveyMonkey. How many of you guys that are on this have ever sent a survey out to your database, your listeners, your investors, the people you network with? Probably not many of you have, okay? It's about a 30% response rate with surveys. So it's not 80% like open rate like a text message, but it's also a lot better than an email blast of people connecting. Now, we've used SurveyMonkey for NoteCamp on a regular basis since we started with it. They collect more information about those attending our different events. And it's helped us out tremendously by being able to help us take a deeper dive into the experience levels of our students, how many times they've been on before, where they're marketing, what their needs are, what they're looking to accomplish. Do they have funds to invest? What are their favorite states? So much ways for us to help cross market, because it's helped us out with also our vendors and sponsors for those events too. So it's helped us specifically create several hot lists of people that are investing in specific states. We can pull that because we asked that as a survey question. I know many people have used it when we asked if people had an IRA or if they were looking to joint venture. Yes, no, maybe, as a great list to use also. So this is something I think everybody should do. If you're in real estate, the more knowledge, more information you have about your database, birthdays, experience levels, how many deals they've done, even how much are they looking to invest. There's some questions you can add in there to help you really do some deeper dives down in your audience so that you've got a great list. You may not need to do too many of these once you've got enough people in your database or have answered your questions. They could be on your hot list when you have a deal that needs to get funded, or a list of assets coming in a state you don't buy. Now you've got people to reach out to. So all our SurveyMonkeys, we keep adding to it, and it's coming handy with us moving assets and doing some asset sales. Excuse me one second here. Now, number 3 is one I know that we've used. Pretty much everybody out there has heard about this, and it's the LinkedIn recommendation thing. When you're asking for a recommendation on LinkedIn, but I don't think many of us use it enough. When I looked at my LinkedIn profile today, I was like, oh my gosh, I've given a lot of recommendations out to people, but I haven't received as many as I've given. And it's a easy thing to really get a great little testimonial from somebody, your clients, your friends, funding partners, people you've worked with, your peers, your vendors. That's a great way to boost your LinkedIn profile, but also taking it a little bit further. These are easy to invite. If you're connected on LinkedIn, you can send anybody a LinkedIn recommendation. Hey, would you write me a LinkedIn invite that we work together? Here's what I was doing here, and we were at separate locations. So it's a great way to do it. And this is very similar to getting like a 5-star review or getting a testimonial on your website, a positive Yelp review, a positive iTunes review, a positive Amazon review. Is you can take these things, and I like them because really the marketing is really done for you. You've got the headshot, the person's name, when they did this, and really a short little quote there from most people that can be a really good infographic that you can copy paste and create a social image about it. Maybe you have a bunch of these that you rotate through. Maybe it's a video that you have play constantly, maybe on one of your landing pages. Maybe it's a video that plays on your main website. Maybe it's something that's on your YouTube channel. Maybe it's something you just add to your executive summary when you're passing that out to investment clubs, or it's just a great way to do this, to add testimonials and recommendations and really social proof that you know what you're doing on your websites. So I think this is a great thing. You could share this to Facebook. You could share these, highlight these, and share these again to LinkedIn. I just think that you should be using this more so, and I think many of us drop the ball because we forget about it. And so we're going, if anybody that's watching this, if you send me a recommendation and send me an email, say, Scott, I'd love a recommendation from you, I would be glad to do that for each and every one of you, as long as you do one in return for me as well. Okay? So it's easy to do. If you're connected on LinkedIn, just go on there, look for the recommendations, ask for a recommendation, it'll send it, and then I can easily send a recommendation back. And as long as it's done, boom, it's a win-win across the board. So I know many of us have used it before, but I don't think we use it enough. I think we get so bogged to it just being on LinkedIn, we forget the fact that we could take that and use it in other places. It's a great way to help you market your skills, your services, who you are and what you aren't out there for everybody. So, hey, it's a great recommendation there for you. It's not really a 5, 4, 3. If they don't write a recommendation, if they're going to answer, they're not going to answer a recommendation. But anybody that's watching this, like I said, if you'd like to have a recommendation from me, just ask for one via LinkedIn, and I'll be glad to respond back and ask you to do the same thing as well. Okay? But just think about that. Your joint venture partners, your funny partners, your vendors. There's so many things that you can do with this to really make it effective for you. So something to keep in mind. So that was number 3. Number 2, this is something I think we all forget about, is short videos. Using short videos to help us market our note business. Now, what do I mean by short videos? Now, I'm not talking about recording a webinar about an hour long or doing an Instagram TV live thing, which is not bad, but I think if you're getting people to respond, and now let's face it, our phones allow us to do an audio record where you can send that. But I think it's really kind of handy to take a short little video and customize it when you're sending a text message or somebody getting an alert that somebody opts into your website. So what I've been doing the last few months, and this is a simple thing. There are services out there like BombBomb and some others that are expensive, but this is just a simple thing. And you can see on here, like somebody opted in my website, Eugene. I want to get more information on something today. He gets an autoresponder, but I got a link to, hey, so-and-so opted into your website, Eugene from California, Los Angeles, California. So I pulled out my cell phone. I took a 1-minute video. This works really good, about a minute. I don't think you want to go much further than a minute 10, but a short little video. And I just sent that video as an attachment. Instead of a long text message, I sent it to Eugene, and just said, hey, thanks for opting in the website. I saw that you're interested in this on the website. I'd love to visit with you. I'm going to include my link to my Calendly link below for you to pick out some time to schedule, and let's talk. Right now, this guy's already opted in my website for something. Something he's getting an update, white pages, or he said something like that. Back to him, a report, or opted for more information. Well, he got a personal text message from me, and it's got my cell phone number. I got his cell phone number. I sent it to him. I just copied there because I don't need you guys texting Eugene. But now he can watch that, and then he can click on the link and book. And I get people just raving about this. Like, oh, my God, you actually took the time to send me a short video. I'm actually talking to Scott Carson, all right? You sent me this video because I customized it. Hey, how's the weather in LA today? I hope it's doing well. I talk about the time. Hey, it's Monday at 10:39 a.m. Love to visit with you regarding blank, blank, blank. Use the link below, and let's talk. And we go from there. Now, if he uses a landline, he puts the landline as his phone number. If it's a cell phone, obviously this isn't going to work. But this is just an extra touch, an extra way to reach out and connect with your investors, all right? Connect with your database. Maybe you got people that are looking at buying assets. Maybe you got people that are looking at selling assets. Maybe it's people you're just connecting with and going from there. And this is also, too, if you got a list of things from people, like we've used this also, short videos, in a variety of other things, okay? Like I said, hello video. You might want to I use some short videos like this for my smartphone because God knows we're all on our smartphones. When I see somebody comment on something interesting in a Facebook group that I like, I've started pulling up the video to comment via video that way to them. And I'm starting to see an increase in engagement on those, and also increased views and responses, which is really nice too. So that can boost you to the top in some different Facebook groups if you're posting a video. Everything's going video. Make it easy, straight from my smartphone, okay? One thing we've also been doing is I've started inserting videos into emails a little bit more about what the email is about. Now I use the video right up at the top. For some of you guys know that when we send emails out with replays, we put the video replay at the top. And I've been doing it a little bit more so. So these, same thing, did it straight from my smartphone. Short 5-10 minute video. Hey, it was great meeting you at the networking event, especially when you've got business cards, like you got a stack of them. Send them individually. You could do that, but if you got a bigger list, or they give you the list, or maybe you want to upload a video to the meetup group or the Facebook group or whatever it is, just doing a short little video, and then I upload it to YouTube as unlisted so nobody else sees it unless they've got a link. And I've been using this link, a very short video. I use a 2-minute video. It's like I call it my pitch video. And we've used this sending out to asset managers. Or put a link in when I send it out via LinkedIn. They got a link to their pitch. Hey, here's what I do. Here's what I focus on. And it's resulted. People are like, wow, you really did take the time to network with us or to connect with us. So people have really liked it. It's a great way to talk about a deal. Some of you guys will be seeing that. We've been filming videos on short, little bit of, hey, here's a deal that we're working on. Here's the aspects that people like to watch those, which is great. It's fine by me, but it's driven up our engagement in some of the things. And so, maybe you need to include a short little video instead of a longer written email to your database. It's just a great way to get people kind of build rapport with you. So are there any questions about these 9 so far before we talk about number 1? Any questions from you out there? These have been pretty valuable, I would say. I mean, I've seen dramatic with all of these as I was working on this presentation this afternoon for you guys in these top 10. This is something I just put together 10 minutes before for going live. I really took the time with this because I think these are some things that can set you way apart, not only just in your note in real estate business, but in other aspects. If you guys have a job or hobbies or passions you're doing, this is a great way to really set yourself apart and get people rocking and rolling for you, and really hopefully we're giving some ideas to help you guys do different things. All right. So let's have a drum roll, please, here. For the number 1 tool out of these top 10 tools that I think you'll like. And this is one that's probably going to surprise you a little bit, but I was reminded more of it in the last week, and it's used it before. I said, let me jump on this and dive into it again, because it's a great way not only to save time, but also save money and help you exponentially grow your business in a whole lot smarter way versus you thinking you've got to go out and hire somebody full-time. What am I talking about that? Well, I'm talking about using Upwork, Upwork.com. We've used this to hire several VAs, and I was very surprised. I was thinking $5-7 an hour. I got a couple for $3.25 an hour that are really killing it and doing some well. If they put in 40 hours a week, it's like $140 to pay for them to do a lot of grunt work on different things. So Upwork.com. It used to be something, I can't remember what else it was, but it's been a great way not only to find if you need seasonal work, short-term projects, or even longer-term projects. So many of you guys need somebody to help you pull with data entry and jumping in and searching the county websites. You guys could record a short video showing exactly how to do the job, or you need somebody to do some basic stuff for you. This is a great way to do it. And it was really easy to go on and upload the newest. They've changed some things up, which made it very easy for me. Even some auto-generated forms and job postings that I was able to use. But many of you guys are looking to raise capital or find other investors, and you jumping on the county record, this is a perfect job for somebody to do. Or if you're scrubbing lists, or if you're doing due diligence. Yes, I'm a huge fan of NotePros, P-R-O-Z, notepros.com, but you still need help with pulling photos or doing video stuff. And a lot of the things that we've had assistants do before that we're working in-house, we've now outsourced to Upwork.com, and it saved us a bunch of money. We're talking about saving, making it 6 times cheaper. Look at it this way. If you're paying somebody out of college, look at it this way. $20 is probably the starting rate for somebody out of college, because otherwise for $15 an hour, they can flip burgers, okay, or be a barista at Starbucks. If you want, and that's okay. I don't mind paying $20 an hour. That's what we started people off in the past as assistants that work in house. But if I find somebody at $3.25 an hour, I just exponentially reduced my overhead. Okay, reduced it overhead, made it much more affordable. Now that I need to find more stuff to outsource to them. I need to find more ways to get them involved on either not only short-term projects but on going long projects. And as I've talked to a lot of my peers in the industry over the last couple of years, people that are doing some big things, not just in the note business, but also in real estate and fix and flipping and other things, they've always got a team of VA, especially when I talk to people that are traveling a little bit more. So I'm getting a little jealous in some things. They've got VAs helping them across the board. I mean, if you've got a full-time assistant, they probably need to have at least a part-time virtual assistant to help them be more effective and really be able to help you. And of course, they can't go to the bank. They can't drop off something at FedEx. They can't go by and pick up coffee for you. But they sure as hell can get the job done so you can go enjoy yourself at Starbucks later or whatever you need to do. So Upwork.com, huge fan of them. Like I said, we just hired somebody at $3.25 an hour who's doing an exceptional job of what we're paying almost $24 an hour to do. So pretty excited about that out there. But anyway, so what I'd like to do here, let's do a quick recap of these here as well, so that for anybody who joined us midway through, we'll catch these back. I think you're going to really enjoy this. Once again, number 10, starting at number 10 is just using some different landing pages for some of your different, maybe you got a landing page for a deal. Maybe you got a landing page for a specific property. I know that's an attractive thing that a lot of realtors like to do. I'm going to create a website just for this just for your property, everything, before and after photos. Great. Lead pages, ClickFunnels of what we use, both of them, but you can use MailChimp. Infusionsoft has that built in as well. You can start doing that as well. So having all different landing pages. 2, increasing and completely filling out your LinkedIn profile summary up to full 2,000 characters. That adds a lot more information and also adds a lot more SEO to your LinkedIn profile and becomes searchable. It's a great way to boost your LinkedIn. Not enough people doing this, and we've seen an increase in profile views since I updated this over 2 weeks ago. Okay. 8, if you've written anything that's online, create yourself an Amazon author page. It's free to do, and you can add your RSS feed to your blog, your podcast, all right, or your YouTube feed. So like I see some people that are watching here online on the Instagram Live. Hey, Right Path Real Estate, what's up there, buddy? You could add your URL onto your author page, and we'll upload every new episode that you download or you send live, we'll upload to Amazon. And it's free to do, okay? Doing an Instagram Live, whether it's a short live, maybe with an investor or a vendor on a deal, or doing a mini summit with 3 other people at 15 minutes each. I think this is a really cool tool to be using. Plus, it's linked into Facebook, so you might as well use it to connect with your viewers, connect with your audience, and to do some things. And it's easy as 1, 2, 3. Start an Instagram Live. Make sure the people that you're coming on, they already follow you, that they request to jump on at their time. You bring them on one at a time, and it's a great thing, and then you can boot them off as well. So good stuff. And you can actually stream, pull from their audience, they'll pull from yours, and vice versa. All right. Control your schedule, Calendly.com. Tool number 6. Huge advocate of this. I just brag on this all the time. We use this for a variety of things, not only the podcast, but our coaching calls and students and new people. You've seen me use it already a couple times through this aspect of this. So Calendly.com, own your schedule, control where everything is at so you don't have to hunt and peck. Easy texting. I know I've talked about Mobit in the past, or Fix Your Funnel. Easy texting is a great way to get started. For $49 a month, you get 1,000 texts. As you guys are growing things, people sometimes don't like to give away their email, but they will give you a cell phone number. This is a great way for you to mass text people and be able to get them into your database anyway, okay? Direct them in a link, because you can put whatever you want in the account, in the text message, put them the link to Calendly, schedule a one-on-one. You can actually include a video, short video as well, or a photo. So I love this tool. It's come in really handy in the last week and a half since we did this on Friday. SurveyMonkey, ask, you don't have to make your surveys 30 questions, but 5, 10 questions. The more data you can get from your database, the more home, the more in tune you'll be, and use it as an opportunity to go above and beyond. This is one thing too. One of the things that we've done over the last year is ask when people's birthdays are, with the idea that every month we're going to send out a bunch of birthday cards to those whose birthday. We're not going to do it specifically on the day, but we'll do it like the first week of the month for those that are coming out. This is something we're implementing in 2020. So just a great little extra way to say hi, touch base, hope you're doing well, and go from there, all right? You can add about investing, number of deals. We've used this well with our Note Camp boot camps and made it attractive for people to fill it out because they got a lot of the information. People use this to raise capital. People have used this to connect with people that are buying their top 3, top 4 markets. And so it's become a great way to help build a hot list for your database. All right. Number 3, top 3 again, using LinkedIn recommendations. Hey, we forget to ask about this. We forget to ask for referrals. Hey, give me a testimonial. Hey, send a LinkedIn email, a request for a recommendation from your vendors, from your peers, from your cohorts in crime, from people that you've worked with, people that you know. It's a great way to boost your profile, and then take the actual images, screenshot it, and share it on your website, on your executive summary sheets, your marketing, your website, your business cards. There's a whole thing that's a great way to turn them into videos or turn them into other Instagram images as well for people out there. Number 2, using short videos. On short videos, I mean 10 minutes or less. You can shoot a customized message to somebody on your messenger if it's about a minute long, okay? And then also taking and doing posting short videos, 10 minutes or less, into your videos or your email blasts out to your audience. Specifically, if you've got a hot list of investors. Hey, investors, I've got a really hot deal that I'm looking for funding on. Here's the situation. I mean, I did a short video, 10-minute video on a Tampa Bay note deal in one of my workshops 6 months ago, and I just shared that video doing the whole, as we call it, marketing octagon. But a short video got everybody fired up because they could see the emotion coming from me versus just a text message. Group questions or comments, great way to get it out to people on there, especially in like Facebook groups is what I'm saying. If I see somebody comment on something, instead of me just writing a regular response, I'll go ahead and do a short little 10-second, 30-second video as a response and upload it, and it gets more responses. Like I said, Laura Blanc comments, she likes it in the emails. Great way to upload it. If you're going to do it to a mass, like to your database, record it and then upload it to your YouTube, but leave it as unlisted so your regular viewers don't see it. You can keep it private as you're sending it out to different groups, okay? But it might be one you want to send for asset managers, which we've used and gotten quite a few hits off it, funding partners, and then also your general database emails as well too for you. And then number 1 was Upwork.com. We all need assistance. We all need people to pull stuff. If you want to take your business to the next level in the next year, take the time between now and the end of the year to hire you a VA to go out and, I'll give you an example of what we're having our VAs do. One thing, with the video, we take our transcription. Well, transcription, after we get it transcribed, and they go in and upload the first 4,000, 5,000 characters into our YouTube description. So that boosts that up. They're creating blogs for us off our videos. All right. They're also going out onto specific counties across the country that we invest a lot in, and you can use them to go and find IRA investors, people that have a self-directed IRA account. I've been using this a lot to pull a list like I did. We did this really cool thing on our virtual note mastermind a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. No, it was last weekend. Now that I think about, wow, time's flying when you're having fun. And you could pull a whole list of companies that have been assigned a deal, assigned a note, and we're just having VAs go on there and say, hey, here's 3,500. Go find me a name and an email, or contact name or contact email or website for these contacts, for these bank asset managers, for these companies that have been assigned stuff, and go do it. And most of them are working off hours, and at $3.25 an hour, they're doing it 6 times cheaper than what we would do if we had to hire somebody in-house for you. Okay. Plus, they don't have to have an office. Plus, they often have computers, and they're doing it themselves that you don't have to provide for. So that's number 1 out there. Any questions, comments, concerns from anybody out there? for on the coaching call tonight, today, whenever you're watching this. What's anything, Laura, you mentioned it's doing the short videos comes in really handy and something you can do very easily. Think about this. I'm going through Bill Graceberry. You could do something not only for your note business, but you could do an easy text message, especially for your meetup group. Sending a text message reminder out 30 minutes before or an hour before or the day before. Or with your still working in physical, in your full-time job, being able to send a text message out to me or a short little video. Hey, it was great visiting with you. Take care of your arm. Like my trainer, he sends me a short text message when I've pulled the muscle or something like that. Hey, just following up, making sure you're okay. It's just that little bit extra that goes a long way. Christina, I know that you're doing different things in being a realtor. Hey, just calling to send me a short video calling to confirm that we're going to be meeting at this property and going from there. Same thing, Linda, you do the same thing being a realtor out the neck of the woods here. Let's see, so let's say something in here. Well, Bill says he already does that with a group, one step ahead of you. That's good. Good times. Good times. I love it. But think about it. It's a great way if you're connecting with people or they opt into your website, sending that short, hey, it was a great meeting you. Let's meet for coffee. Why? Because they can now see a face when they go to meet you in person. And that comes in a whole lot of handy. People see my face, probably way too much, but it's an extra touch. All right. An extra touch with people. And hey, thanks for visiting. It was great talking with you. Enjoyed visiting and just customized. You know, Jeff Wolf, you probably, this time of year, you get really busy. I know, Jeff, because you're shipping out things for Christmas and the holidays. Might be an easy way to send a little thing. Hey, just want you to know I just shipped your piece to you. Here's the tracking number. And thank you for your business. You know, I don't know. Wolfman. Carolyn, you being a realtor might be a great thing to do as well. I don't know. Just some ideas. These are tools that are designed to help you in a variety of different fashions. And I think the most expensive one would have been either Lead Pages or ClickFunnels, like what we talked about tonight, $49 a month for the text messaging. You know, they give you some free to test around with it first. But they're all designed to help you out in any sort of fashion that we can. Because we've been using them here in a variety of different ways. And some longer than others. Others that are brand new but been really enjoyed, but have really enjoyed what we've been using. But some of the things that were simple that we talked about, the LinkedIn recommendations, my gosh, that's all easy out there. Like I said, if you like that, send me a recommendation and I'll be glad to respond and vice versa for you all, okay? But an easy way to add extra some boost and credibility to your LinkedIns and Facebooks for you as well, okay? Any other questions before we wrap it up for the day or any more comments from you guys and gals? All right, well, then that is going to wrap it up for this episode for you guys. This session, this coaching call for you all. Hopefully it was valuable, these 10 tools to help you, 10 cool tools to help you dominate or help you in your note and real estate business and helping you market some things. So hopefully you take advantage and use them. If you don't use them, I can't help you. That drives me crazy. Hopefully use something. Maybe not going to use them all, but I think everybody in here could use 3, 4, or 5 of these things to really knock some things out for you. If you need help with time blocking because you struggle with time blocking, Calendly. I know that, Bill, we talked previously that you like you've gone back to a paper schedule. That's completely fine. That's great. You may still want to add a Calendly link because you're out communicating with people. Might be a good thing just to have them because it sends reminders. That's one of the great things I like about Calendly is it sends reminders a day out, an hour out, 2 hours about, and really a beautiful thing, okay? Linda, she's going to be using 1-minute videos. That's awesome. Great. Good stuff, everybody.